It's 2022, and here I am headed to my second rubber tramp rendezvous. I went to one back in January of 2019, and then I had to work the year after that, and the year after that, there wasn't one, because you know why. I made a little stop along the way to do some van projects on a quiet piece of BLM land, hoping I could knock my list out before I actually got to RTR. Spoiler alert, it did not happen. During my little stop for van projects, I got to take out my umbrella and actually test it and try it for the first time. It's a little half umbrella that I got from Amazon, and it has a little solar panel on top that charges the lights in it during the day so that you can light it up at night. So one of the many things I wanted to take care of was switching out my rear roof vent, which I've been having some problems with. And I already had the new roof vent, but what I forgot is that I didn't have any butyl tape, which meant I wasn't prepared to install the new fan. So it had to continue sitting in my front passenger seat until I made a stop on the way to RTR. After a final night at a truck stop and also making a stop to pick up that butyl tape, Mickey and I got back on the road to close the final gap between us and RTR, and I was going directly to the event location so that I could help with setup. It was honestly kind of nice to get to RTR before it got too crazy and everything was filled with rigs. So as usual, I get busy doing things and I forget to film, but we started setting up the tables for the free pile. And then I don't know if you can see it, but over there is a canopy, and knocking in those stakes was really, really hard. Like I got arm day for one arm just banging in those stakes. But anyway, we're about to go on a breaky break, and so I'm walking over here with some tools. The next day, the rigs began to arrive. And one of the greatest things about RTR is any type of rig you're interested in, somebody there owns it. My friend Bunny had arrived the night before and actually was my ride to RTR the first day. Hey. So it's the first day of the women's RTR. I am here with my friend Bunny. I feel confident calling us friends at this point.
Definitely friends.
And she rode me over here so I didn't have to move my big tank of a truck.
She got to ride in Dimples, guys.
She has a nice small fuel efficient vehicle with advanced things like screens.
You know, things like a backup camera.
She has technology in hers.
I also can't stand up though, so don't get too excited.
You give and you take. You choose your rig, you know?
Exactly.
All right, we're going to go check out some tables and walk around and maybe get buttons with our name on it because nobody knows who we are. We're totally
Fancy.
invincible.
Fancy.
Invisible. I said invincible.
Hey,
Whatever.
We're that too.
Yeah.
Charge.
So we have the first aid table, and the first aid caters to everything, including mental health.
Keeping great mental health here. This is your head beater. This is all her stuff.
Oh, this is awesome. I love this little collection of you. Like,
wait, you don't know the best part. She makes hats for people and just gives them away.
oh, that's amazing.
You guys look at her hat. This is a cashmere hat she gave me this time. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, lots of people wear them. And hats. And hats. Yes.
And it always cools off, so having a nice little like head cozy is great.
I got this one last year. Yeah, so there's two hats are right there in that rig. Very cool.
You said that rig. I'm like, what? The first day was actually just the women's RTR, and I did do a panel, but after that, I was just a volunteer. Originally, I was going to be at the free pile table, but my job ended up transitioning to a couple of other things, and the final thing I did as a volunteer was basically behind the scenes, so I went a little bit incognito. In that time, my campsite transitioned from just me to, well, me and a few friends. Those friends included Dee from Lady Bug Out, Bunny from Bunny Plays Here, and Riley from Riley Does Life. With some free time I had between everything else, I decided to get up on my roof and finish the whole roof vent project. By the way, these Max Air roof vents, I don't know if it's true for other roof vents, come with super huge flanges for the interior that you have to cut down. And that's always fun. Not. Without a doubt, the best part of our little camp were the end of the night gatherings around the campfire. So the last time I went to RTR, it was a camp at the event space type event. And this year when I went to RTR, we had to find our own campsites independent from the main event site. And I think both versions are really cool. People who are really into like coming to the events and hearing the speakers could come to the site every day and do that. People who wanted to share at the free pile could come and do that. But we also spread ourselves around a community of quartzite and had that community that not all of us can find easily. Thank you for joining me for yet another video. RTR was another interesting experience that I had to go through, and I feel like I'm in a very different place than I was when I went to RTR the first time, and not just because I am in an entirely different vehicle. The first vehicle I ever took to an RTR, which was in January of 2019, was my minivan, and I had already been living in the minivan for a bit, and I'd been in my car before that, and I honestly lose track of the years, so it's just kind of crazy how much life has changed between now and then. Well, as always, I want to give special thanks to my supporters on Patreon and YouTube memberships, especially for your patience in me getting out any content related to RTR. I really appreciate all you guys, and I hope you're having a lovely start to your 2022. Bye-bye.